foreign prophets and evangelists working at the Synagogue Church of All Nations, founded by the late Temitope Balogun Joshua, aka TB Joshua, have been deported to their various countries, Sarah Reporters has gathered. Since Joshua died in June, there has been concerns over the leadership of the church. His death led to a leadership crisis involving his wife Evelyn Joshua and some of his disciples, who felt she was not qualified to lead synagogue. However, the church denied the reports and said it was focused on giving Joshua a befitting burial. Documents seen by Sahara Reporters showed that during the lifetime of the world-renowned preacher, he kept his wife and the family away from the public eye and the politics in the church. He also removed Evelyn from synagogue's board of trustees, but she was also not very visible in the church activities. While Mrs. Evelyn was not visible, Prophet Rinsina Bosusu from Senegal, Prophet Joshua David from Nigeria, and Prophet Christopher Dennis Tonk from the United Kingdom mostly stood in for TB Joshua before his demise. Sources told Sarah Reporters that the leadership limbo has generated to a point where Joshua's prophets and evangelists were attacked and harassed by some members loyal to Evelyn. They were evicted from their official residence in synagogue, while others were held hostage in their rooms and their phones forcefully retrieved from them. It was gathered that Evelyn-led leadership also dragged some church officials, including prophets mentioned above, to the Economic and Financial Crime Commissions (EFCC) over alleged misappropriation of funds. Amid the tussle, Evelyn initiated a move to force her way back into the church leadership. This could be seen in the fact that she secured a court injunction returning her to Synagogue Board of Trustees, but Justice Tijani Ringim of the Lagos Federal High Court had ordered the appointment of Evelyn as a trustee of synagogue in line with the church constitution, which prescribes a minimum of 3 trustees for the church. Her appointment is said to be contrary to the action of her late husband, who allegedly removed her from the board before his death. In an attempt to lay the secession tussle to rest, synagogue confirmed Evelyn as the new leader of the church over the weekend. Sarah Reporters gathered that about 17 foreign prophets and evangelists of the church have been deported to their countries due to petition written against them by Evelyn. Those deported include Annette Easton, United Kingdom; Katrina Ann, United Kingdom; Ruth Christina Tong, United Kingdom; Christopher Dennis Tong, United Kingdom; Saguwa Lee, South Africa; Cindy Elizabeth Widija, Indonesia; Elizabeth Bontuna Gracie; and Angela Patricia, Colombia. Others are Alison Polo Sandoval, Calibia; Flor Prizzi, Funny Iman Alfred, Rinsina Bosin, Synagogue; Angela Mary Benedict, US; Nadeni, South Africa; Eugene Radrime, South Africa; and Stella Camborino, France. Some security operatives who Mrs. Evelyn Joshua had hired and put on standby invaded the church and the prayer mountain. The prayer mountain, which is a few minutes drive from the main church, has been the residence of the late senior prophets, the 5 junior prophets, and some of the evangelists, while the remaining evangelists stayed in the church. The 5 prophets, who include an American, a Boston, a French, and 2 Nigerians were swooped upon and forcefully ejected from the prayer mountain and carried to the church. Their rooms were broken into and ransacked. Meanwhile, the evangelists in the church were also rounded up and manhandled by the security operatives with the church security personnel as they put them out of their various departments. And some ex-workers and ex-disciples were immediately trapped in to take over those departments, which include the accounts, the studio, and a TV transmission room. The 5 prophets and the disciples, both Nigerians and foreign nationals, were held hostage the whole day and their handsets seized from them. Currently, all the Nigerian disciples have been shamefully evicted from the church, and the foreign ones have also been deported to their various countries. She also petitioned 20 of the evangelists and prophets, both Nigerians and foreign nations, to the EFCC for alleged theft and fraud and money laundering. The allegations are absolutely baseless. The case has been filed in court and EFCC has been served a restraining order since September 2021. Despite the restraining order, some EFCC officials with some security operatives still stormed the residence of the evangelists and prophetess whom names are on the alleged list and arrested one of the evangelists yesterday. Mrs. Evelyn Joshua has also deported those foreign prophets and evangelists whose names are on the EFCC list to their countries without the matter being investigated, even though they insisted that they wanted their names to be cleared of allegations before leaving Nigeria. They were, however, forcefully deported on one-way ticket. Currently, the entire discipleship of the synagogue has been disbanded and flushed out all of the church by Mrs. Evelyn Joshua, who has now fully taken over the church administration as a new general overseer. All the disciples she accused of fraud were not charged to court, but deported from the country on the 9th of October, 2 days after she deported all of the foreigners, claiming that she had withdrawn the EFCC case against them. Without any investigation, the EFCC officers started hurting the Nigerian disciples, a source told Sahara reporters. Oh my God. I am beginning to believe many things I have doubted about TB Joshua and synagogue. As Elijah is gone, Elijah is gone, Elisha will come. Where is the Elisha? God is timely, readily, and always make provision for succession. If they have a work permit and visa to stay, then they have no worries. Maybe it has expired. Nigerian Immigration Service don't collect bribe. Synagogue closed. Church overgrown with weed. Assets sold off. Land encroached. Wise men open can of worms. And all that. Other victims open up. Watch this prophecy. Someone just dropped that. So guys, these are Nigerians' reactions to this. I don't think the late man of God will be happy with what is happening in his church currently, wherever he is. I don't think this is good enough. So guys, I'm dropping it here. What's your take? Kindly share your thought with us below the comment section and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.